Welcome to It Was Never You, where we talk about narcissism, complex PTSD, and recovery. One of the things a narcissistic daughter can struggle with is the thought that their mother is in competition with them and does not actually love them, and that daughter is not good enough. This has been programmed into the daughter from when she was a child, that she just isn't good enough, and simply nothing she ever does will ever be good enough for the mother. And then when you get older and you have your own children, some covert narcissistic mothers, what they end up doing is they end up competing or mimicking the behavior of their daughter, and it's almost as if they are enmeshed with them and don't have their own personality or character traits. So they have is they have become that daughter. They mimic the daughter's behavior, and sometimes what they do is they mock you as a mother, or you're not good enough mother, leaving you with feelings of inadequacy. And sometimes they develop a bond with one of the children in particular, and it's purposeful. It's twofold. It's to make you doubt yourself as a mother and your ability to mother your child, and also it is to create discord. So they like to create discord even when they're not even there in your physical location. That thought is implanted in your mind that your child has a deeper bond with their grandmother than they do you, or grandparent than they do you. And it can manifest itself in multiple ways. They disregard all boundaries that you have as a parent, and instead of being on your side, quote unquote, when you are disciplining your child in a healthy manner, they will override what you say, which is a crossing of your boundaries. So instead of saying, "Did you ask your mom?" Go ask your mom. They will do things knowing that it will annoy the parent, and having no regard for, because then you have to be the bad guy, right? So you're going to have to tell the child no, and then they're looking to that grandparent. It's all a pathogenic way of behaving, and it's still to break you down even though you're not in their physical location. So what do? You set boundaries. You set boundaries, and you stick to those boundaries, and you kind of have to emotionally detach yourself from what they say about you and how they behave, because technically what you're dealing with is somebody that is developmentally stuck in their trauma, and they're not able to see the way that they may know the way that they're behaving, but they're not able to see that behavior is incorrect, or maybe they do see it and they just don't care. You can have a plethora of reasons. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you guard yourself against the thoughts that you are a bad parent, and you could find yourself asking why over and over again without an answer, because you're not going to get that answer. Why does he or she behave in this manner? Why are they in competition with me? Why are they trying to make me look like a bad parent and like the bad guy with my own child? Why do they want to break this bond that I have with my child? And you're not going to get that answer for that. They are not going to give you closure. And there's going to be no admission that they have piss poor behavior when it comes to, it takes a village to raise a child. So a grandparent can be a massive asset in the family because they come with wisdom. They come with experience, but they choose to sow discord, and they choose to sow animosity between you and your child, so that you're looking at your child in a manner that a parent should not look at them. We have to guard ourselves against these thought processes and see what the root is, to dig it out, to correct that bond, to heal that bond, and to move forward. You don't want this kind of dysfunctional behavior. but it exists and it's there. And we have to fight against it, and we have to guard ourselves and guard our hearts and our minds, because you are a good parent and your kids do love you, and those are your children. Those are your children, and you have the right as a parent to set boundaries with that child, because children need structure, and to discipline them in a manner so they can be raised and catapulted and be the best humans that they can be in this society, which is already in a fallen state and already has so many issues.